Well, hello, guys. Hello, English learners, lovely students. And, well, today, this is day two. And, yeah, I'm filming myself a little late, but, you know, consistency is good. So I'm going to keep going and I'm going to answer some questions because I need to get fluent in English. Yeah, no, everybody, those who are watching me, you know, you guys also need to get fluent, right? So that's why you're watching, right? So please be consistent. Yeah, that's the good thing. That's the best quality you could ever have. Okay, let's get down to business then. Uh, now I will be answering, and I choose. Well, I decided to answer uh, part three questions. And there are many topics that you can choose and answer. Well, I'm going to start with the topic two. It's about fame and children. Oppa. I drank some water and now my throat feels good. Let's go. What are the advantages and disadvantages of being a famous child? Well, a famous child can earn a lot of money, and they also have the access to prestigious schools where mm, ordinary things uh, cannot be taught. Oh my God, I'm gonna answer it again. I just no. Sorry for my grammar. Okay, what are the advantages and disadvantages of being a famous child? Well, there are many advantages and downsides of being a famous child. For example, when it comes to advantages, they can earn a lot of money early than their peers, and they also have the access to prestigious universities where they can learn a lot of stuff about life and about the way they can do other great things, but uh, there are also drawbacks of being famous child. For example, they can't hang out with their friends without being watched or without being recognized, and they also feel pressurized, and they if people put a lot of pressure on famous child, so as if they should act like adults, and it's really stressful for someone too young, right? What can children do with their fame? Well, what can children do with their fame? The question. In my opinion, children, you know, can do many things. For example, uh, can start building their own personal brand, which gives them ability to make more money later on, or they can start their own business, uh, and they at the same time, not only they uh, earn money, they also gain popularity uh, more and more. Mm, and they also like do other charity stuffs, uh, and like showing how grateful they are for having the advantage of becoming so famous in their young age, right? What can today's children do to become famous? Well, In order to be famous, most children post videos doing the stuff they're passionate about. For example, even a child can play a toy or doll, and they if they post these videos can caught a huge attention of people. Also, they can if they are talented or if they are good at something, they can post uh, videos on TikTok or on Instagram where they people watch how they're good at something. I think I really need to get rid of my hesitation. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think every day I'm noticing my mistakes. Uh, I'm and I'm I swear, like I will. Yeah, I will work on them. Do people become famous just because of their talent? Yeah, of course. Sometimes, if luck plays a huge role, and if they are talented enough, and they, if also they uh, are you know are in the right place at the right time, yeah, they can get famous, they become famous. But in my opinion, hard work also plays a huge role. Even if they have a great deal of talent, they should work constantly, day after day, um, on their talent, because the mm, you know uh, gaining popularity and being famous is really hard. So if they don't focus on this one thing, uh, I think they can succeed. So mm, yeah, being famous requires uh, a lot of hard work too. Okay, now we're gonna talk about buildings. It's a third topic. Why do people choose to build houses by themselves? Well, there are many reasons for that. For example, they want their house to be perfect and you know in a way that they imagine. So that's why they don't trust architectures. They want to build by themselves. Or also there are other reasons. Another reason could be that uh, they just like they love they engage they love the architecture, so that's why they choose to do themselves. Yeah, those are the main, practically technically those are the main reasons in my opinion. Do you think a city's building affect its vibe or atmosphere? Yeah, definitely, because when you go to another city and uh you feel like you look at the buildings that surround you, and then you feel its vibe and atmosphere. So in my opinion, that's why they play a huge role uh in a way that the cities create their vibe and the atmosphere. For example, when you go to Spain, you feel connected to history, because there are many buildings that are, related to history. Every step you take is linked to history. That's why I think, yeah, buildings plays a huge role. Should all buildings be preserved? Well, it depends on the situation of the building because if it's a building like fragile and too old, I think those buildings should be diminished. And it's because it's better to build something new in place of old building. Uh, but if it's a building like very historic, and if it's a building something holds uh, meaningful to locals, and they should be preserved because those buildings symbolizes our historical heritage. What would people normally consider when they rent or buy a house or an apartment? Well, people take a lot of things into account, one of which can be the price, definitely. The first thing that comes to their mind is the price because in most scenarios and in most countries, uh, the houses or apartments are very, very expensive, especially in urban areas. That's why they should think about the price, even whether it's renting or buying the house. So, uh, well, their second thought would be uh, facilities and household appliances because they look for whether washing machines, ovens, and fridges. If the house they're trying to buy has these household appliances, they're likely to buy or rent that apartment. Okay, the last topic, countryside. And there are only two questions that I have to answer. Watch till the end. What are the consequences of the decrease of population in the countryside? Well, the first reason might be a loss of job and opportunities, in my opinion, because when you go to this countryside, there's no job almost there, right? It's really hard for those who live in the countryside to find a job, so that's why they move to the city where there are lots of uh, opportunities for them to land a stable job. In most scenarios, there are also lack of educational facilities. So even when they want to, get a good quality education, they often tend to go to urban areas. What kinds of places do people like to visit in the countryside? Well, there are many things people can do in the countryside. That's why I think they really love visiting the countryside. For example, uh, the first thing is, and the first reason is the nature, because in the countryside, the nature is really, really beautiful, unimaginably beautiful. And they go there, to have a picnic by the river or by the lake. Um, Sometimes they go to fish, and also sunset is insanely beautiful there. So they, go. Sometimes there are a group of people who loves going there and absorbing the sunset. Yeah, so those are really, really beautiful things. I think that's why they love visiting there. So thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow.